Hey guys, what's going on? Gordon Masson here, and you know what? I'm doing a random ass live stream for the simple reasons of I'm bored as fuck. It's nearly 12 a.m. here where I am in Buffalo, and the only thing I can really think of to do at this moment is put over NXT and give it a reason as to why it should be on WrestleMania. So, without further ado, we'll get to that in just 1 second. All right, guys. As you can see, normally I just stream in the dark, but I have these as my up here. As you guys can't see, the colors are like gold, 2 red, blue, and a green light. These are what I'm theming now with my review lights, and we're gonna get started here. I mean, like there's a couple things I have to get off my chest here. All right. Okay. So what I'm here to tell you guys is, I'm here to give you guys reason that NXT should have a spot on WrestleMania, and not just a delegated. You should be honored to be on a WrestleMania pre-show. I mean, they should get an actual part of the show. I mean, if you really think about this, these guys on NXT have put on such good shit all year long that they deserve this. They deserve the opportunity to get to be on WrestleMania, like in the middle of the card at least. So, if Vince McMahon is too high, mighty, and humble to not let these NXT guys be on WrestleMania, then he can go fucking fuck himself. Like these guys have absolutely earned this opportunity. And when I say earned, I mean absolutely earned this opportunity. Like, they deserve it. They 100% absolutely deserve it. As like Neville, Zayn. Yeah, I'm just saying like something like a Neville Zayn match on WrestleMania for the NXT Championship, and just let Sami Zayn win that. Like, is there much harm? Like, really, is there much harm being done? I don't see much at all. I really don't see much at all there, because Neville and Zayn, for the lack of a better term, have stolen the show and done nothing more than that. Well, not nothing more. Have done absolutely what they've been supposed to be doing. They're stealing shows. So Neville and Zayn have an objective, and that's to steal shows, and that's what they're doing. And you know what? You can't ask any more of them. Like, they're sitting here and are putting on 30-minute bangers on NXT, and it absolutely shows you the talent that these guys have. It absolutely shows you what NXT is capable of. And you know what? I even think putting, I don't know, like something that we haven't seen on WrestleMania before, that'd be an NXT match. I'm not obviously that these guys should make it, because no, there are guys who work harder, like Lesnar, or not even Lesnar, like Rollins on the main roster, who obviously would deserve it, but give these guys a match in the middle of the card. Let them start out WrestleMania. Let them kick off WrestleMania. You want to prove that you're out here to show that you want every year to be better than the last? Well, start out with some absolutely amazing talent. You have 6 hours of wrestling, a 2-hour pre-show, and a 4-hour Mania. Would it really kill you to give 35 minutes to Adrian Neville and Sami Zayn? Would it really kill you? Like, I don't really think it'd kill anybody. Because these two, have you seen their match on NXT? I think it was 2 years ago, or a year ago. I think it was 2 years ago, to determine who faced Bo Dallas for the NXT Championship, and Neville won that match. That was 12 minutes, and they put on a fucking show. That was 12 minutes, and they put on an absolute show. And the best part about that was, when it comes down to it, Neville and Zayn, they just have this chemistry. Like, yeah, they're best friends, but then they also have that, tag team type thing going on for them when they tell the story of, you're my best friend, I'm your best friend, I know what you're going to do, you know what I'm going to do. We know how we operate, and whoever can calculate one another the best is going to win. And obviously, Sami Zayn is over. Obviously, Sami Zayn is your champion, so you have Zayn go over at WrestleMania. I mean, like, these guys are so good at what they do. Like, they've had so many varieties of matches all over the indies, but what now really comes to people's minds is a 2 out of 3 falls match in the UK in 2006. And, you know, that's the one that really comes to people's minds, and that's where their match is really out on the map. And ever since then, whether they get 10 minutes or whether they get 12, these two have been known to steal the show. This is what I'm absolutely saying. You have to have that match at Mania. And I mean, like, for NXT's benefits, I mean, like, WrestleMania is in, like, April. So I was going to say, maybe by the way things are going then, we won't know, really. But maybe you can do a Owens and Zayn match at Mania. Maybe. But I'm telling you guys, these guys on a 4-hour show have to get the according time. The according time for these guys who have earned it on a 4-hour wrestling show, I may stress that a lot in this video, 4-hour wrestling show would be 35 minutes? You know what? You say 35 minutes, Mr. Man. Oh, God damn it. They're wasting our time. We got to get the Divas on. You don't give zero shits about the Divas, so you can shut the fuck up, you decrepit-ass bastard. Sorry if I sound a little bitter. Oh, that's a little dickish on my part. But if you see what he's doing to these guys who come up from NXT, NXT had a little thing where they came out with on Christmas. Oh, God. A little thing they came out with on Christmas, and it said, they basically showed the people who came from NXT, and they tried to put over as best as they possibly could and show the best highlights they could from them. They showed us Summer Rae, they showed us Rusev, they showed us Paige. Summer Rae, Rusev, Paige, Adam Rose, Bo Dallas. And if I'm forgetting someone else, I'm sorry. But let's get fucking real here, guys. The only person out of anyone in that group who actually managed the smallest fiber of success was Rusev. I mean, he has a championship, and he has been undefeated since he came into the roster. Well, some smarky, darky, dopey guy can come up here and tell me, oh, Paige she had 2 Divas Championship reigns. Okay. How were those reigns going for her? The first reign, she had been horrible as a babyface. And then they turned her heel, and when she came back with AJ, she finally started clicking again. And then AJ took the title from her immediately. She came back, and they just gave the championship to Paige because they had no one better to give it to, and they had no faith in any of the other divas on the roster. And then Paige's second reign lasted all of a month. And then AJ wins the title back in a triple threat match. And even when she could make Nikki Bella submit or pin Nikki Bella, no, the alternative is just make Paige tap out so we don't have to deal with this shit again. And then we get a match at Hell in a Cell with them, which I'll be completely honest with you. When you see girls like this that can definitely go, like the match at SummerSlam was cool and all, but this match was not good. Like Paige's run thus far has been totally shit. Like when someone has a specific type of bread and butter, a specific type of bread and butter that works, runs, and goes for them, you don't. I mean, like, you absolutely don't take that away from them. The anti-diva thing was fucking Paige's shit. The anti-diva was absolutely fucking hell. I never do this. Like, I never do this fucking yawning bullshit until I get in the, sitting here talking to you guys, but Paige had the anti-diva thing, and you know what? That was her bread and butter. Like, you don't take a woman's bread and butter away from her. And now, what do you know? She's the anti-diva who's not even going to ever be the anti-diva because she's on Total Divas. Plus on top of that, what do you call it? She acts like she needs a friend. AJ, you're my frenemy. Alicia, you're my friend. She turns to both of them. Nah, you're my friend. You know what? This woman relied on no one. She fucking relied on no one. And that's what everyone loved about her. She was fucking bombing the ring. And, dude, like, it sucks because this is what they turned her into. Bo Dallas has just become a walking comedy act. And I mean, like, the type of Bo Dallas comedy I enjoy in wrestling. I'm like, that's what he was in NXT. but like he's so positive you hate him for it, and you're actually supposed to hate him. Like his gimmick is he's super positive, and you don't believe anything he's saying, so you basically boo the shit out of him. He's like an anti-John Cena in a way, but Bo has been absolutely shit on. You can say, "Oh, he beat Mark Henry. He did this. He did that. He beat all these guys." Okay, when he was 12 and Bo, he lost to R-Truth, who was barely featured on Raw as of recent. And the last night of Raw, he lost to Rusev. So that tells you where R-Truth has gone since he beat undefeated Bo Dallas. So, fuck. Yeah, that's where that goes. Anyways, Summer Rae. Isn't that the girl that Paige, like, I'm not ripping Paige for this at all, but isn't this the girl that Paige said can really go, like when NXT features the girl that can really go, you know, WWE normally takes a fucking Cleveland steamer, opens up their fucking ass cheeks and shits all over that talent, and then shows us, like, tries to show the casual viewer, oh, this person sucks. Tries to show the beer drinking fat guy at home or the redneck at home, well, goddamn, that Summer Rae sucks. Tries to show him that. No, because Summer Rae has had some of the best matches on NXT with Paige, and it's a fucking criminal shame. It's crooksome, if that's even a word to describe how bad that they've treated Summer Rae. And I feel so bad for this woman because she deserves a push. And like she sounds like a goddamn parrot when she's in the ring. She legit sounds like a parrot, but despite that, in the ring, this girl is fucking awesome. And the saddest part about it is she's never going to get to go anywhere. Like, what the fuck is WWE's problem? Like, you have to realize this is your future. You guys want to hear something scary? Because of the way they want Roman Reigns to look at Royal Rumble by beating Big Show, the guy he is like not pinned at all yet. Outside of Seth Rollins, full-timer wise, Big Show, as a current wrestler, has been booked as the top heel other than Seth Rollins. Like, Roman Reigns is the second featured babyface on this show. That's the way they have it. Okay. Well, the second featured babyface is going to be going against the second top heel. Oh, wait a minute. That's the Big Show. Yeah, that's the Big Show. So here's my question, WWE. You smart people, you geniuses of the genius land, you genies of the Wonderland. Why are you sitting here showing us your old ass talent who we don't want to see anymore, who you've overexposed? Like Big Show and Kane, both of them at this point have to be the poster boys for overexposure. They have to be the poster boys for overexposure. And at this point, dude, it can't be any more prevalent than that. Like, oh, well, we're bored with Big Show. We have nothing to do with him. Turn him face. Well, we're bored with Big Show. We have nothing to do with him. Turn him heel. We're bored with Big Show. We have nothing to do with him. Turn him face. And that's just what it's been for 20 years. Turn Big Show face. Turn Big Show heel. Turn Big Show face. Let Big Show be a tweener for one. Turn Big Show face. Turn Big Show heel. Turn Big Show outside of the door and let him the fuck go. Turn Big Show backstage and let him be a match and let him be an agent. Turn Big Show to the Performance Center in Florida and let him be a trainer down there. Anything that you don't need, well, what you don't need Big Show for, though, is television. What you don't need to showcase the Big Show for is television. That's the one thing there. You don't need to showcase the giant fat fuck of wrestling today because it's. Some people have made this case and said, oh, the old talent of today is burying the young talent today. I'm going to be the one that says it's not really burial. It's just Vince is holding on to something that's dead. Vince, no one wants to see Kane anymore. No one wants to see Big Show anymore. Like, for those of you who haven't read NXT spoilers, I'm just gonna put it like this too. I'm not gonna really spoil that much for you when it comes to what I'm gonna say. If you are smart enough to understand what I'm about to say here, I'm just gonna say Kalisto's gonna be getting called up to Team Sin Cara on the main roster as a Lucha Dragon. So go figure. Think about that one for a second. So how long until they ruin on Lucha Dragons? For any of you who've seen my NXT reviews before, you know I'm not the biggest fan of the Ascension. I have no intentions to ever like the Ascension. I said before, the gimmick is like the gimmick they had in NXT, not the fucking painted up wannabe Raw Warrior gimmick they haven't. Well, Legion of Doom, Raw Warrior, whatever the fuck that is that they have in WWE. I mean, the badass just want to come out and beat the shit out of somebody type gimmick would work if it were on somebody else. Just I don't like it on them because they're just two big generic big guys who just fucking do body slams, fucking, and just have a tag team finisher. That's the Ascension in a nutshell. That's who the Ascension is. That's what the Ascension braves and lives through. It's just no, and it's not really anything interesting to me. Like that's like if this gimmick would have been with somebody else who actually was interesting in the middle of a ring, like in the middle of a ring, then cool, I'd be all for it. But no. Hold on 1 second. All right, yeah, as I was saying, like really, like I'm not like a big fan of the Ascension, but it scares me for what I know they're gonna do to the Lucha Dragons, and the Lucha Dragons deserve better than the treatment that I believe they're gonna get. And it's sad because the Lucha Dragons actually, in my eyes, are a talented bunch. But what sucks for the Lucha Dragons is this: because of their gimmick, the luchadors, and they're not supposed to like be able to speak that well of an English, like that well of an English. Look at my English. They're not supposed to be that capable of speaking great English. They won't be able to relay a story to you. So there's only so many ways you can take the Lucha Dragons. There's only so much fun they can do in ring. But look at it, like we've had tag teams that like aren't able to really talk on the mic, but people are happy about. Well, we're happy about. Like, but that only lasts so long until they're turned on. Look at the Usos. Everyone was happy as hell when the Usos won the championships because although the Usos are something new, like Kalisto and Sin Cara would be. The Usos are something we haven't seen before, like Kalisto and Sin Cara. The Usos are exciting, like Kalisto and Sin Cara. But then the Usos can't talk on the mic, like Kalisto and Sin Cara. The Usos routine is the same old thing. Come out, we say Us, y'all say oh, and then it turns into Sin Cara and Kalisto come out, flip over the ropes, and beat somebody every week. That's their routine. You know, they tried putting a legitimate story around the Usos with a legitimate story. I'm not going to call them Miz and Miz not legitimate, but you know what I mean. But we see what they did to the Ascension. My point is, Kalisto and Sin Cara I don't know if I'm too happy about this. Like, anybody who knows what I mean, just put your comment down. Just put your thoughts down in the comment section below. Just put it down in the section below. If you understand what I'm about to say here. So, you know when you would normally say, oh, I can't wait for he or she to get called up to the main roster, and that person gets called up, and what happens with that person? You know, what happens to that person? They get turned to utter litter shit, like I was just mentioning before. Adam Rose example. Well, the gimmick was okay in NXT. Like what he's doing now meant to be like, I'm not like, it's not supposed to be like how it is now, because the heel that they have him as now on the main roster is not, you know, ideal of what I thought they probably would have been in NXT. Narcissistic, all about himself, pissing people off, sticking lollipops in other people's mouth. That's what he would have been doing. Now they're just turning him into a cookie cutter WWE heel, you know, who just tells the fans he doesn't like him and has no story and or reason behind it. And like, he called himself a god a couple times, and then got rid of the bunny, but that does nothing else really for him. So I don't know. So it's pretty much that. And Adam Rose was killed like that. Adam Rose was cut at his ends by that, because what could they really do for him? Nothing much. So, yeah. So, I covered Bo Dallas, Adam Rose, Paige, Rusev, and Summer Rae. Now, you would imagine, you're like, people, I know people used to be thinking, oh, I can't wait for Adrian Neville to come up. People on the main roster have seen him already. But then you read the dirt sheets and find out that they're thinking about giving him a Mighty Mouse gimmick. How long can we milk this NXT thing? That's what I'm thinking. Like, come on, how long can we just milk this NXT thing? Come on, milk it. Milk it. I don't want Adrian Neville in a superhero costume. Well, you see, Hunter, he can fly. Like, that Red Arrow was amazing. Like, it reminds me of Kevin. What was it? Kevin? What was it? Mighty Mouse, yeah. Good job, done. Good work. Yeah, Mighty Mouse. Yeah. Mighty Mouse. I'm convinced at this point that Vince, at some point soon, is going to start a hashtag that says #fuck NXT. You have to know at this point that's coming up soon. Like, dude, can you make it any more obvious? The only person you love from NXT is Rusev. Vince has very few NXT exceptions. There was Seth Rollins, there's Dean Ambrose, and there's Roman. There's the Shield guys, there's the Wyatt guys, and there's Rusev. And then there's slightly Paige, but then we also know he shouldn't her and never let her have her anti-diva gimmick. Like, really think about it with Paige. Everybody wanted to see Paige and AJ because that's what we were interested in. AJ, one diva revolution. I do it all on my own. I don't support any of you total divas. I'm not a total diva. AJ Lee was the anti-diva of the main roster. Paige is the anti-diva, was the anti-diva of NXT. That feud was a dream made in heaven, but Vince McMahon just took all our dreams, put them on the ground, and stomped on them. Like, he just, like, God damn it, I do not want AJ and Paige to be in a feud like that. And what they turned it into, like, let me just preface this by saying, what they turned it into, the lesbian thing, I was all for it. I had no idea where it was going, but I love Paige crawling on AJ, throwing a little hump in there, just throwing a little, like, kissing on AJ, kissing AJ's hand, caressing AJ, holding her up to her boob, like, oh, you're my friend, I love you and all that stuff. But then they just ruined it. They fucking cut it off at the end. Like, one of the little ideas I had, for those of you who watch my Raw reviews, it was basically AJ telling Paige, like the one time at Night of Champions triple threat match. Like at the time, gotten Nikki out of the feud. AJ could have Nick like the reason I have a face tattoo out. She could have basically told AJ, I was embracing that the best way I could. I was embracing that backside of yours, AJ. Like when I was tapping out, like it felt so soft, I had to embrace it, so I grabbed and tapped on it. And the referee must have mistaken me for tapping. Therefore, the match should have still went on. They couldn't have done something like that. Oh wait, no, it's WWE. Let's give them creative a little too much credit, dude. I want something different from NXT. Like, is that too much to ask for? Like, why is that too much to ask for? I didn't do anything to you, Vince. Oh, do you think NXT is embraced by the internet? Is that why you do this to us? I mean, like, dude, Triple H is even like they're so into helping you out with NXT. They're even getting big guys like Baron Corbin and Bull Dempsey to go to NXT to come up to the main roster because we know you have a big guy fetish. But you know, fuck NXT, says Vince McMahon. That's just his thing. That's just the way he rolls. That's the way he operates. So I just want to know, why can't we just get good shit? Like, I'm sorry, guys. I'm working on something here while I'm talking. You know what? I think I'm going to add Attitude Era Nation to this because I'd like to get his take on this. But if I do, I'd have to cut the music. And if you guys are digging the music down there, then I just don't want to. You know, I would like a second opinion. All right, I've just invited him, but really, guys, like, why are we like anything that WWE takes away from us? We like really, it's not cool. But Rusev, he could have been fun. Like USA versus Russia was cool for a couple months, and then it just got tired out. Like USA versus Russia was actually interesting for a certain time, and then it just, you know.
What's up?
What's up? Hello?
Hello?
You can hear me, right? Can you hear me, or is the music too loud?
I can hear you.
All right, I can hear you too. Were you watching? Were you watching this?
Well, we're live. Are we live?
Huh? Yeah.
Are we live?
Yes, we are.
Bro, I just did my raw review.
You know what? And as you did that, let me promote you real quick. I'm gonna put you over. All right, guys. I'm not gonna do it in Triple H way. All right, guys. This is Attitude Era Nation. As you all know, he's been in a majority of my videos since I've started live streaming on a regular basis, and I don't think I have much more to say. Attitude. You did your raw review last night, and you called it a decent show. What I did after I was done watching Raw Alternative, and by the way, Attitude, our signal cut out, so we couldn't finish that up. And I kept watching after the signal cut out, and that Young Bucks match was phenomenal, by the way, I want to say.
Bro, yeah, Raw Alternative was still better than Raw.
No doubt, no doubt. I fucking love Raw Alternative. But
Well, no. Well, Raw wasn't bad. I'm not saying Raw sucked. It was complete shit. I mean, there was some good stuff on here that wasn't really anything to complain about, but there was some shit squash matches with Big E and New Day. Bro, did you see them singing?
I'm not
Did
gonna.
you see them like singing the New
I'm not
Day?
gonna comment on Raw.
They were
I'm
winning the
not
New
going
Day,
to
and do you
comment on
see them?
Raw. Okay, I'm just gonna put it out there now. I'm not commenting
No,
on.
I was talking about.
I know. Still, the New Day
You
has
know
to be.
Ziggler is back.
I watched it. I'm not.
Ziggler and
I
Cody
know. I
Rhodes.
know. I know. I know. I know. I'm not gonna comment on it though.
Yeah.
So
If you guys want to see it, check out my video on my channel, man. My Attitude Nation. Yeah, my videos, man. Raw review if you want to hear my thoughts about Raw.
all right.
Raw.
So were you watching this live stream or no?
Who?
You.
Well, that's sure.
This one.
Not yet. I was watching it. I wanted to join, that's why.
Okay, I was just making sure here. Like, man, I miss the music right now. Like, I'll be honest with you, I miss the music.
Yeah.
But this was basically me talking about like my fear of NXT superstars coming to the main roster and that there should be a NXT championship match at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Like that was what I was
I'm
speaking of.
afraid.
Like I don't know if you read the dirt sheet rumor yesterday. Actually, no, I read it to you in the middle of one of our live streams. Kalisto is going to get called up pretty soon to the main roster.
Yeah. Yeah, they're probably gonna bury them. I mean, everything's raw from 10-year-olds. I mean, 10-year-old fans, they don't care about real wrestling. Like, Kalisto can go. I'm afraid he's gonna go to air. Finn Balor. Bro, Finn Balor is probably my favorite NXT guy right now.
My favorite is in between three at this moment. That'd be Balor, Zayn, and Neville.
I like Zayn in the ring, in my opinion.
I
He
like
he
Zayn in the
has
ring, and I like him on the mic.
ring. Finn Balor's my favorite on the mic.
Dude, he's
If you,
fucking one of the best in the ring, too.
yeah, in the ring too. I saw his matches, ring and mic.
And on the
Finn
ring, in
Balor
the ring, obviously Sasha and Charlotte, like they for the women, they just steal my heart. Like those two
yeah,
revolutionize women's wrestling, especially Sasha Banks, where she's worked her way up from. I mean, like no offense to Charlotte, but she's kind of got the silver spoon treatment where your daddy's Ric Flair. It's not going to be hard for you to get into this business.
yeah. Um,
But I'm scared
Finn
for something like.
Balor, Finn Balor. Wait until he makes it to the current roster though.
Dude, I want to see his entrance that he had at Takeover Evolution at a WrestleMania. But then I think about that, I'm like, will he ever even make it to a WrestleMania? Will he ever even get a chance to show off the body paint and the sweet ass
Bro,
entrance at a
I just
WrestleMania?
my
Huh?
It's fucking trolls finally not trolling me anymore. Well, he said he's gonna fucking
Hold on, hold on,
subscribe.
hold on, hold on, hold on. Where the hell did we go from talking about Finn Balor to a troll?
Wait a minute, that's off topic. Let's talk about Finn Balor. Man, I was talking.
That's shit that we talk about off stream.
Yeah, you want to talk about Finn Balor?
No, I'm just saying, I hope he has a WrestleMania. He has a WrestleMania moment. Like he deserves one, honestly. But this year wouldn't be the time to do it. You give him that moment when he gets called to the main roster. Or like
Yeah,
I don't know what the hell you can do. Like maybe a fatal four way between like and give it like 35 minutes. Give it to Zayn, Owens, Balor, and Neville. Fatal four way. That is exactly what you do. Yeah, fatal four way. Man, you need your headphones, and I can hear the echo.
Yeah. Remember the X Division matches in TNA with the High Flyers? They used to do that Fatal 4-Ways.
What does that have to do with NXT?
But wait, man, we're trying to make top stars. With big guy. Finn Balor could be a top guy in WWE when he goes to Raw or something.
Size doesn't matter in wrestling anymore. It really doesn't.
And again, sometimes I do think it matters sometimes.
It doesn't, man.
But if Finn Balor's going against Brock Lesnar, then it does matter.
That's why you have no disqualification matches, so Balor can actually level the playing field. Come on, man. You gotta stop moving around. The audio is just fucking up like that, man. Or put headphones on. That would help.
Yeah.
But what do you call it? I'm scared for Neville, too, because they're thinking about giving him a Mighty Mouse gimmick, which is scary in and of itself.
What's that?
Mighty Mouse, the cartoon character with it's like a superhero with a cape.
Oh.
They're thinking about giving him a mouse gimmick and giving him a tail like El Torito.
Oh shit. They might.
They're gonna rape Adrian Neville of every bit of his pride.
Just like they did Fandango and Santino.
Santino never had an ounce of pride, in my opinion. And Fandango, he went from being Johnny Curtis to Tango Fandango. To Tango Fandango to
Russian thing in the territories. He used to do a Russian thing. His gimmick.
Yeah.
They fucking raped him up the ass.
They raped him with no lotion, bro.
And they stole his gimmick. So was fucking Fandango. Even other people were talking about it. How Fandango's characters messed up and how they did. I mean, it's just horrible, man. It's so PG and goof. It's like goofball feminism. Like,
Man, can we stop going back to the one-dimensional it's PG shit, man?
But like, no, feminine, goof.
Like, that's where all these things go with me and you, man. It's just everything circles back around that it's PG. This is goofy as shit. Like, come on, man. You gotta be more interactive than that. Like, you gotta have more of a rebuttal than that. You gotta reach out a little more.
Yeah.
Like, there's more to it than that. Like, I've sat here for about a good 25 minutes by myself, just giving reasons to why I'm scared for guys to come to the main roster. Like, Kalisto and Sin Cara, like, they're going to be hot for about a good month, probably, and then they're probably just going to get shit on like Sin Cara did by himself. He did not leave the...
He screwed.
Huh?
He screwed up Sin Cara.
Dude, and now that Sin Cara's under, like, now that Hunico's under the Sin Cara mask and, you know, there's no obsessive botching and shit, like, this is the perfect opportunity to take advantage of Sin Cara and make their money's worth out of it.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's not like he can be a Rey Mysterio.
Dude, Kalisto has the next ability to be Rey Mysterio. Like, what they're going to basically, like, their mission, their alternative in WWE is basically going to be this: to sell masks to little children. That's going to be their mission. And if you see all those Sin Cara and the Kalisto mask in the crowd, you know they're over. You know they're over what the audience is supposed to be over with. And you already know they're over with the internet wrestling community, so they'll be fine. But here's what I said before you got in here. I would be scared for them because they have the possible chance of turning into the Usos. You know how?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because when it comes down to it, Kalisto and Sin Cara, like the Usos, come out, are going to do the same entrance to get hyped, They don't have very good mic work. They don't. Well, they're gonna overdo all their high fly shit like the Usos did, and then they're gonna get overexposed and get boring and turn into a piece of stale trash.
Just like the Usos.
Yeah, and I'm scared for that. So I hope they don't get overexposed like the Usos.
Do you think the Usos are good?
Dude, the Usos are overexposed as shit. They're stale now.
Like they overexposed their stuff, like, and their gimmick got boring. Just
Shit
so
went downhill. Shit went exactly downhill when they started being everybody's lackeys. Like when they were Cena's lackeys helping him out against the Wyatts, and when they were Sheamus's lackeys helping Sheamus out.
Ryebacks. I didn't give Ryebacks.
Oh my god, dude! The Usos have just suffered from "we've seen you too much. Get the fuck off our screen" type overdosism.
Kind of like Cena. They're like remind me
They
of the
are
Texas.
Cena's, dude. Have you not seen those Uso crazy shirts? They are parody Cena shirts of the orange shirt that he had back in 2010.
They're like
Samoan
a
Cena.
tag team version of John Cena.
They are.
I said that in my SmackDown review or NXT or Raw review.
Like, dude, when it comes down to it, the Usos, like, I just hope Sin Cara, like, Kalisto and Sin Cara, they have the ability to be over for a while, as long as they don't get overexposed to us too much.
Like, say corny. Imagine if the Usos said corny shit. Like, we're gonna make them say that.
The Usos do say corny shit. Uso crazy is corny as fuck.
Yeah, they do. But they're gonna say more.
Huh?
They're gonna go say more.
He's like, it's time for us to get Uso crazy. And they just say, you ready? I'm ready. You ready? I'm ready. And they go out to the ring.
What the fuck?
Dude, you've seen the Usos for long enough to know this shit.
No, that relates to like, bro, only a 12-year-old will get behind that. Or a 10-year-old.
But, I'm gonna move off of Sin Cara and Kalisto. We don't have to worry about Sami Zayn coming up for a little while because he's NXT champion. He's on top of his game and he's on top of the world right now, so we don't have to worry about that.
Yeah. Like, I don't know why these people are so behind these corn. It's just bullshit. Like, maybe I can see kids getting easily behind Kalisto.
Dude, Kalisto's fun as fuck in the ring. Like,
I think kids are gonna get behind him.
oh, most definitely. Like, everybody's gonna love Kalisto. Like that's gonna like Kalisto's gonna be the name that makes everybody think, oh, that's definitely Rey Mysterio. That's definitely the next Rey Mysterio. But here's the thing: Kalisto has the opportunity to be better than Rey Mysterio. I mean, like not from a world championship standpoint. I mean, from an in-ring credible wrestling standpoint, because they have so much time that they can have with Kalisto. They can do so much with him. But non-WWE creative, after the Lucha Dragons are exposed enough, they're just gonna shit on Kalisto. So I'm sorry, I just don't have any positive mind frame on anything good that Raw or SmackDown could do with Kalisto.
Bro, imagine if they made Kalisto talk on the mic. That would make him corny. But they would, man. Because wasn't Rey Mysterio, they ruined him on the mic.
Okay, let me put it like this: when it comes to Rey Mysterio, like you can't say if a gimmick pertains to kids, then it's gonna be corny. Like Rey Mysterio's gimmick, when he had that underdog thing going for him in 2006, when he won the Royal Rumble and got to WrestleMania and everything, that gimmick pertained to the kids. But that gimmick was cool as fuck, though. It was cool as fuck, though, and you can't deny it being cool.
Yeah, in 2006.
Yeah, when he won the World Heavyweight Championship,
It was cool.
yeah, like that was cool. Like when that pertains to the kids, that shit's cool. But when you have John Cena going in the crowd, hugging kids, kissing babies, that shit's just no, bro. No, bruh. No. No!
It's dumb. Was, bro, he made this joke on Raw. He said he called the Authority assholes. Like, what the fuck is that?
I know he said asshole, and then wait, I said I'm not going to talk about Raw.
No, but
You almost caught me there. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it.
bro, I just want to talk about it for a second. Just
You can do it by yourself here. I'll just sit to the side. You can mention it to people on my channel who want to hear about Raw.
never mind. I want to talk about NXT then. Sure, man.
What?
Never mind.
I'm sorry. Like after last night, like I'm just gonna put it like this. After the whole live stream thing that we did, I went on that wrestling website I gave you and watched all 3 hours of that Raw in 25 minutes. And that was the easiest time I've ever had watching Raw in my entire life. I skipped through all the bullshit and I got straight to the point.
Yeah. Where's the jobber squash matches? Do you see Archer lose to Rusev?
I'm not talking about it.
Oh,
Not going there, bro.
bro, you know the Black History thing? Like, of Martin Luther King Jr. They made, like, every black person lose. Like, it's dumb.
Shit happens. Like, that's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna comment on Raw. I refuse until next week. Actually, I refuse to comment on anything that involves Raw or SmackDown until the Royal Rumble, when I do my Royal Rumble review.
Yeah.
And you can also catch that live on this channel right after the Rumble.
I would do only NXT reviews, but Raw was decent. I can't complain.
Dude.
It wasn't good. It wasn't the best Raw ever, but, like, it was
Dude.
decent.
I'm not going to go there.
Best Raw in 2015 so far.
Okay. Can we get back to NXT now?
Sure.
Something I've also really enjoyed, which is like because of who he's teaming with, which he's not gonna really get enough credit, is Hideo Itami. If you don't know him as that, you may know him as Kenta, the Japanese sensation. Uh, he's well known for his kicks and shit. Like the dude is well versed in striking. Like he was in Ring of Honor. He was in Pro Wrestling Noah. He was formerly known from Pro Wrestling Noah. He's been in New Japan Pro Wrestling. This dude's a Japanese superstar. He's the John Cena of Japan.
You mean, what do you mean? The top guy you meant?
Yes, he's the top guy in Japan, but at least like in Japan, he's not overexposed, and everybody actually loves him.
Oh, he's not funny. Yeah, like Cena. Or any.
No, this guy is stiff as fuck. He will knock your head in, and like he's just exciting to watch overall. Like, why did they team him with Finn Balor? Because like they wrestle the same style of wrestling.
Yeah.
And they were both in New Japan.
Yeah.
So I've been really like I've been looking forward to them debuting, and I've been reading like dirt sheets since like this time last year about rumors of these guys can come down here and sign in WWE. I've been hearing that since this time, and now looking back all that time waiting for waiting for this to happen. I have to just say this now. I am so happy that they debuted. I am so happy that we went through this wait. Like it was well worth it, just for the same thing for like Kevin Owens too. And I would just come to hope that you get a guy like Kevin Owens. Like, certain guys are guaranteed to be successes on the main roster, right? Like, you can just tell when a guy's guaranteed success, right?
Bros, NXT today?
No, tomorrow. But, like, when a guy is guaranteed success, right?
Yeah.
Kevin Owens is guaranteed success.
Sure.
Like, you can just tell that Kevin Owens is guaranteed success in his career. Like, the way that man has built his career, the way that man is going to be, he will be a future NXT champion. And he will run NXT with an iron fist. And that guy, he's going to be the future of the business. I'm telling you that now. I can't guarantee you that about Finn Balor. I would hope he would be. But
He's
Kevin Owens is going to be the future of the business.
Kevin Owens is like not really. Yeah, he's big. He's a big guy too.
Yeah, he's a big guy who can fly. I mean, like, this man has done shooting star presses. This man can do all sorts of fucking fun, crazy, flipping shit.
Brock Lesnar's done that.
Yeah, but Brock Lesnar nearly broke his neck.
Yeah. Is Kevin Owens like fat or muscle?
You said it's a muscle?
No, is he fat or muscle? We meant he's kind of fat though, but he can go, man.
Dude, he's in the best shape of his life. He's like 300 pounds, but in the best shape of his life. Like, it's insane how good he is. Like, Kill Owens Kill is going to be the best thing going in NXT. Once they start that shit and it really gets going and you get fans chanting Kill Owens Kill, Fight Owens Fight, and all that other shit, like in the future NXT tapings, they're going to have the crowd, like, he's going to make the crowd chant when he signs a contract for a match with Sami Zayn, sign Owens sign. That's just going to be fun.
Yeah.
Can't wait for that shit. Like, that shit's gonna be fun as fuck. Now, there's someone here in the comment section right now, and I want to ask them this. Uh, who is your favorite NXT superstar? Like, yeah, who's your, like, the one person watching right now? You two comments took a little while to process, so I'll just ask you this question right now. Who is your favorite person on NXT?
There's
What
somebody.
is, there's
There's
somebody watching right now, but I just have this question. Who's your favorite person in NXT? Why do you like them? And do you expect them to be a success on the main roster? I had asked you right now to comment.
I say Kevin Steen.
Huh?
Kevin Steen or Finn Balor.
You don't think highly of Adrian Neville or Sami Zayn? Not even Tyler Breeze?
Sami Zayn in the ring. I like him in the ring.
What about on the mic?
Okay, he's okay. And I'm like, I like him more in the ring.
I understand you like him in the ring. I understand that. But, like, he can really get a crowd going on the microphone. So I'd say his mic skill is pretty good. Nothing special, but it's good enough to, like, really get a crowd on fire.
Yeah. Plus the crowd are behind him. The crowd's never dead.
Well, an NXT crowd is never, ever, ever dead, so you can't say that much, really. Like, I've never seen an NXT crowd that was, like, 100% flat. Like, just flat, just face palm flat. I've never seen something like that with him.
Yeah. Um, let's see, man. Um, Adrian Neville's pretty good in the ring. He's decent on the mic too. He's good on the mic.
He's decent.
He's not.
Phenomenal in the ring. Like, Adrian Neville is just shit in the ring, but Adrian Mighty Mouse Neville is something that we all fear.
Yeah. I
You know,
like
I,
17 on the mic.
I just gotta give a big thanks to Triple H because if it weren't for him, none of these guys are probably making a living in NXT. They'd probably still, a good majority of them would still probably be on the Indies, making their livings there, and we wouldn't be getting the fun shit that we get today, that we get now.
Yeah, like
Huh?
it's better than Raw, man.
Way better. What do you think? I refuse to talk about Raw. Man, your background's loud, man.
What?
I said your background is loud.
What do you hear?
I hear people arguing.
Oh, sorry. It's always happening.
Yeah. So, yeah, comments have not processed yet because person sitting here has not made a response yet, so, yeah.
Be a
Uh,
comment section, bro. I hate that. When the comments act up.
the comments, the guy we had here was left. Oh, well, we'll get plenty of other people in here, but I want to pose this question to you guys. What have you liked about NXT thus far? Who's been your favorite to watch every week, and what's got you excited to consistently continue to watch every week? And you know what? We've done something that we all managed to do on WWE shows. We're not talking about the women enough.
Oh yeah, man. let me see. I don't really know. Um, it's hard to talk about the woman.
How is it
Really,
hard for you to talk about the women?
some women are fucking hot, and I really, I mean, never mind. If she's a good wrestler,
Wait, who's a good wrestler?
well, I like Paige, Ring, and AJ Lee, and
No, I'm
I,
talking about currently in NXT at the moment.
oh, I really don't. Well, is Sasha? What's her name?
Huh?
What's her name? Sasha Banks, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty good in the ring.
She needs me, bro. She needs me. You gotta put that up there right now. Sasha needs me. Charlotte needs me too. Make her scream, woo! Woo! Woo!
Yeah.
I'll be
Ooh,
silent profile in that bedroom.
yeah.
Okay, let me just.
All
But
those girls are pretty hot though.
in all seriousness, in all 100% seriousness here, Becky Lynch, Sasha Banks, Charlotte, and Bailey are gonna be. It's gonna be the Fatal 4 match for the NXT Women's Championship at the next.
Way better than those. They at least they put effort. Those girls are trying. I mean, man, those
They
girls are.
actually do.
They give them time. They, I mean, bro, people gotta respect these. That's why I respect these NXT people more than just freaking Raw because all they care about, they don't care about wrestling, man. Raw.
They don't. It's a damn shame.
No, even the freaking they don't care about what wrestling like indie or anything. They don't wrestling back then. They used to care about wrestling, but now nobody cares anymore.
Hey, don't get off topic. We're talking about the divas here on NXT. My basic thing here is okay. It's hard for me to admit this all the time, but Charlotte is a young Natalia. But see, here's the thing about Charlotte. Charlotte's fixable. Natalia is not. Like Charlotte, she is she is the bee's knees. She's the cat's meow in the ring. Like she is absolutely fucking great. But then when it comes to getting on a microphone, like she's not dreadful. Like oh my god, shut the fuck up. She's just you're too good in the ring to not be that good on the mic. You need to get better. That's what it is for her. And with Sasha Banks, she is a absolute five-tool phenom. Like in baseball terms, a five-tool phenom. She can
Oh,
talk, she can wrestle, she can throw a submission, she can she knows how to play a crafty heel, and she knows her character 100%.
yeah.
Like she is an absolute five-tooled phenom.
Oh,
And god damn it, I love Sasha for that. And when it comes to Becky Lynch, like she's gotten better promoting, like not promoting. Sorry, on her promos. Like, dude, like I'll tell you this now. I used to hate this girl when she came in. Like the first, like the Irish dancer gimmick they gave her because she's Irish when she came in. It was just like, oh my god, NXT, what the fuck are you doing?
dumb. I hate it when people put race gimmicks on there. Like, just because they do what they're supposed to do. It's stereotypical with the New Day, Sheamus, then to the Irish guy. Like, why are they doing this?
Like it was like they gave her an Irish dancer gimmick. Then they realized after like two matches that didn't go over very well. And
Let
as
her,
NXT, hold on, as NXT normally would do, they fixed what they created. And they gave her a new gimmick. They gave her like a punk rocker gimmick. But here was slightly the problem with that. She was like a babyface, and it seemed like too much of a Lita type thing. So if she seemed too much like Lita, they fixed that, turned her heel.
that
They
won't be
hold on. They fixed her, they turned her heel, and they threw her with Sasha Banks. My only little gripe with Becky now, it's like a little nitpick. Like they fixed so much about her, but my only little gripe with Becky now is she, she's
no.
still She comes out and she headbangs when she comes out of the ring like a baby face still. Like that's my own little gripe. You're a part of now known as Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch known as Team Bay. Like, when, a girl says, "Oh, he's Bay," or a guy says to a girl, "You're Bay" or "She's Bay." Their name is Team Bay. And I love it. I absolutely love it.
Sure.
Because of the fact that Sasha Banks has turned Becky Lynch on a 180, and Becky Lynch has gotten so much better now. Her promos are better. Her in-ring shit has gotten so much better as a heel. Like, if you go back, like, 4 weeks ago, like, you know that wrestling website I gave you, right?
What?
The wrestling website I gave you, all that wrestling stuff on it, like, it was, like, basically a wrestling network.
Mm-hmm.
You go back on that and go to the NXT show after our Evolution, and you go watch the Becky Lynch versus Bayley match. Her psychology was up in that match so much, and that submissions that she locked on at the very end of that was just so great. Like, I mean, like, so great. Becky, she's almost stolen my heart, too.
Mm, pretty much. Prefer them way over the Divas. And yeah, pretty
Dude,
impressed.
like, fuck the Divas. Like, NXT women. Their
Even
championship's actually called a women's championship.
bro, better than knockouts too.
I'm not going to go over the line and say, like, the knockouts, they could be booked better, because the knockouts actually compete in hardcore matches.
Yeah. Well, like the only girls like there's like Terrence Real, Gil Kim. Then she got overhyped.
Who got overhyped?
Kim.
Oh no, dude. Gail Kim is every bit as good as they say she is. Like, I will give you that right now. Gail Kim is not, by any sense of the imagination, overhyped. She is as good as they say they are, as good as they say she is. But here's the problem with Gail Kim and TNA. They they don't have faith in any of their other women, so they throw Gail Kim in every major match they have. Which actually they stopped doing as of late. But like, well, it's not as bad as it used to be. But that was their problem.
What? Oh, remember Mickey James and wait a minute. She was in TNA. She's not in TNA anymore.
She had a kid.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I think she did. Oh yeah, she did, man. You're right about it.
No, I'm not focused on Mickey James. Another woman I hope in the future gets a sort of push in NXT. Her name is Alexa Bliss. She
I heard of her. Bro,
she
I
can,
more,
huh?
gotta look more into those women's matches.
Like she can go. The problem is just there's such a fluctuation of women's talent on the roster right now that she is not getting any sort of leeway and going in any direction because there's so much talent. There's no room to fit her in for a push because NXT is only an hour and there's only so much you can do with an hour of television, and you can't put so many women's matches on at one week. So Alexa's just gonna have to patiently wait her turn for a push.
What? Oh,
Like
sure.
I confidently believe Alexa Bliss is gonna get pushed. It's just I'm like you got Bayley who's so good in the ring. Like Bayley's original gimmick, like she was a mark, right? Like whenever she see one of her idols, she always hugged them. And like her gimmick was she likes to hug a lot. This is why the NXT crowd chants at her, Bayley's gonna hug you, Bayley's gonna hug you. Like the old Joe is gonna kill you thing. But like she's a mark who's learning how to wrestle, and she finally learned. It's just she went for the championship, lost to Charlotte twice, and basically now it's come to the point where Charlotte and Sasha Banks have basically like threw her under the bus to the point where like no one cares about Bayley anymore. Like she used to be mega over with the crowd, and now she's not even that over anymore. And I guess
Yeah,
now she's on her
bro.
road.
Hell, bro. Look, they made Paige lose to Brie Bella.
What does that have to do with anything?
Oh, never mind.
I'm just saying, man. Like you can't just belittle my point like that, man.
Oh, ah,
Huh?
those girls can wrestle. I mean, I don't really see any storylines. but where was a storyline?
You
Someone
said
had feud.
what? Women's storylines in NXT? They happen all the time.
Yeah, there was like someone had a storyline, but I really don't pay attention. Only the matches. Matches are pretty good though.
You have to pay NXT. Listen. I know you're totally desensitized to Raw storylines and all that shit, but you have to pay attention to NXT storylines that are actually good, that are actually sensible, that actually mean something. The Sasha Banks and Charlotte storyline, it was basically Sasha saying she's better than Charlotte because in the BFFs, which is a group they had that was ran by Summer Rae, she was a leader when she was back in NXT, actually getting time to wrestle, who actually proved that she can wrestle. Getting a chance to prove that she can go.
Mm.
And the funniest thing about not Sasha, Summer is when she led the BFFs, Charlotte and Summer were so underrated because everybody like, oh, Summer Rae this, Summer Rae that. She's on Raw, she's this. Well, Sasha wanted to prove that she was the best in the BFFs and that she led the BFFs, and that she wanted to prove she was better than Charlotte. So there was an actual story behind it. It wasn't just, I want to fight you because you're champion. That was not just the story. Sasha actually had meaning behind her story. Bailey's story when she feuded with Charlotte was, oh, what do you call it? You're saying I'm not that good. I'm about to get respect from you, and I'm about to win an NXT championship to prove to everybody that I'm better than you think I am.
Better than that stupid Alicia Fox and Naomi gimmick. I mean, thank God I don't have to see that on NXT. The women's wrestlers, they don't do stupid shit like over.
Nope. And even if there isn't a story, like they don't have if they don't have enough time to develop a story, basically, which was Charlotte versus Natalia, there was an NXT championship, the NXT Women's Championship tournament to determine who's going to be the NXT Women's Champion next.
Why don't they do that for Intercontinental titles, US titles, or even Divas titles back in WWE on Raw or SmackDown? Like,
Because Vince is fucking stupid. This is why NXT is a crown jewel. It's a spectacle.
raking.
NXT is a diamond in the rough. They do tournaments. Like actually, I'm coming into spoilers for the next couple NXT episodes to determine the number one contender after Zayn and Owens, or during Zayn and Owens, however they're gonna roll with this. There's gonna be a
That's why I like NXT, man.
there's gonna be an NXT Championship tournament coming up soon.
Oh hell yeah!
So NXT is gonna be running a tournament for the championship.
Bro, Vincent, it just puts random squash matches. If you want somebody to look legit, like I look Adam Rose, this guy's a goofball. Maybe Fandango, you can change your gimmick, make him look legit. Or have Rusev go to championship tournament. Or then again, it wouldn't matter because the titles don't mean shit anymore. I mean, have I don't know.
Dude,
Have
NXT storyline. Like titles on NXT actually mean something.
a tournament battle royal. Have like or something. A championship tournament battle royal.
You wanna know the funniest part about that? They did that on NXT for the tag team championships.
Oh,
The Ascension, when they were tag champs, that's how the Lucha Dragons got their shot. They won. No, yeah, not the Lucha Dragons. No, the Lucha Dragons got their championship shot in a tournament. The Von Villains got their championship shot in a tag team battle royal to determine the number one contenders for the NXT Tag Team Championship. That was how they got their shot.
yeah. Hello.
Yeah.
Excuse me if I have to get some water.
You want me to just let you go at this moment? Like, do you really want to be here at this point?
How long have we been talking?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
So,
I'm gonna try this. It's like 1 in the morning. It's like 1, man.
isn't what one-on-one?
Not 1 right now.
You said it's in about one right now?
Excuse me if I get some water.
All right, so guys, his attitude leaves me. Let you go at this moment. Like, do you really want to be here at this point? Oh crap!
I want to keep talking.
All right, so his attitude is gone. I will just say this
Wrong
because he
here.
left me. Oh, you're still here?
Yeah.
You know what I said? You still being here?
What?
Yeah. Nah, I'm gonna get.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
leave me, I'm gonna have to do this. So that's kind of how I feel. I'm kind of in the main control system here.
Yeah.
All right, so I think I've kind of said all I really had to say. So I think we're probably gonna end it here.
You want to end it?
I think I've probably put my point across enough. I put over NXT. I put over how great everything is, and I've made my point. And I'm pretty sure you've had your point. So thank you
Yeah.
for watching this. Thank you for watching my putting over NXT video.